Construction is back, and I'm proud to give a lift to the hard-working men and women building our communities. I'm Doc Bailey of Doc Bailey Cranes and Equipment, a 25-year industry veteran providing cranes and bucket trucks. We are always reliable, always confident, and if there's a problem, we'll never leave you hanging. We service everything we rent and provide some of the best operators. So call Doc Bailey, 888-DOC-BAILEY or 888-DOCBAILEY.com.
Hi, welcome back. Cross your fingers because I'm going to attempt to connect with Matthew over at the Cycle City Service Department. That's the Harley-Davidson dealership here in Hawaii. And they're doing an upgrade on a 2017 CVO Street Glide belonging to Doc Bailey. Yeah, of Doc Bailey Cranes and Equipment, our sponsor, who is also a club brother and a friend. But I thought it'd be fun to check out what they're doing with Doc's bike. So let's see if we can bring Matthew in here. Hey, Matthew, how are you? Hey, listen, what's your title, first of all?
Service consultant.
Service consultant. Okay, will you be doing the work on the bike?
Our technician Donovan will be doing the installation today.
Okay. You know, I'm guessing that when people buy a brand new bike, they rarely bring it back and, you know, to get upgrade. How many have you done?
This will be the first one that we've done on the new Milwaukee 8.
Okay, the first one here in Hawaii, right? In this dealership. Okay. Well, can you talk a little bit about the stages? I know it starts at 1, and this is...
This would be a stage 4.
Stage 4. Okay, can you explain the stages a little?
Absolutely. So a stage 1 is a high flow exhaust system and a high flow intake. And then the stage 2 would be an upgrade to the camshaft. Stage 3 would be big bore, so increasing, cubic inches, cylinders, pistons. And then the final stage 4 is high flow cylinder heads and usually a larger throttle body.
If you started at stage 1, could you wait and then go to 2 and then 3 and then on until you reach 4? Or do you have to do 4 all at once?
No, you can do it in sections, and most people do. And the good thing about the new Milwaukee 8 setup is that every stage builds off of the parts that were used in the previous stage. So it used to be sometimes what you used in stage 1, you maybe had to change again for stage 2, and it's not like that anymore.
Can you talk a little bit about horsepower increases?
Sure. So for the 2 different upgrades, the 107 to a 114, they're estimating at around 33% horsepower increase. And the 114 to the 117 kit, they're estimating at about 25% horsepower increase.
How long does it take to do this upgrade?
Normally from start to finish, it can be anywhere from 10 to a 12-hour job to do a full top-end stage 4 kit on a bike.
So in dealership speak, that's what, a couple days?
Depending how much the tech gets interrupted, I guess. But yeah, I mean usually a day and a half. If we're efficient, we can have it done in a day and a half.
How much does something like this cost? I know it's variable because of all the different things, but can you talk a little about that?
Well, there's a lot of variables that go into it as far as, what style air cleaner maybe, what type of exhaust, stuff like that. So it is always changing depending on, preference and bike. But we can always sit down and talk numbers and create an estimate for someone's exact preferences.
Does an upgrade like this affect the warranty at all?
It does not, as long as so what you can do is factory Harley warranty is 2 years. So if you buy these parts and say are all Harley parts, we can add them to that factory 2-year warranty. So they'll be covered throughout that whole first 2 years. Plus, if you add up to 5 years of extended warranty through Harley, those parts are also covered through that. So potentially you could install these parts and have them warranted for up to 7 years with along with everything else on the bike.
If someone wanted to buy all the parts and install it themselves, would they get their warranty?
So for any accessories to be included in their warranty, we have to add them to that vehicle's VIN information sheet. And for us to be able to do that, the parts need to be purchased and installed at an authorized Harley dealership.
Okay, and the reason for that is because torque specifications and such?
Not only that, but we have all the proper manuals to go through, the torque specs, and then we stand behind our work too, so there's
And I guess when you got to go down the road on this thing, if you're going to be liable, you have to know you're the guy that did it, right?
Absolutely, and we're familiar with the kit. We put it on, we will know if something does go wrong that way.
D- Does the installation of this thing increase the value?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a more powerful bike. It has money invested into it. It would absolutely increase the value of the motorcycle.
Are there any downsides to increasing the horsepower on a motorcycle?
In my opinion, no. I'm all for horsepower, so I don't see any downside to it.
Do you receive specific training, well, you must, I mean, from Harley-Davidson in general?
Absolutely. All of our technicians go through new model training as far as, what the bikes have as far as accessories. They go over training with hands-on instructors from the mainland. They teach them how to work on these bikes and how to tear them apart and upgrade them and build them and everything.
Okay, and when it comes to the Stage 4, is there special training involved in that? Or is it just included in the general training?
No, Harley does offer specific training for just the Stage 4 upgrades that would be separate from the more generalized, new bike training.
Is there any chance that Cycle City would do this to a brand new bike before it was bought?
Absolutely. We do a lot of stuff like that where we'll take a brand new bike, never, not sold yet, and we'll trick it out a little bit. We'll customize it and put it on the floor.
Okay. So I know you're working on a 2017 CVO Street Glide here. Is this big bore kit available for any other models?
Well, Harley does offer, various upgrade kits, stages 1 through 4 for most models that are out right now. But this kit for the Milwaukee 8 is only available in the touring models for 2017.
So you're saying that you could do a Sportster if you wanted to? I mean, upgrades available for that? Can you go to, what, 1 to 4 on a Sportster?
Yes, yep. There's all different variants of performance packages that we can do for Sportsters.
So let's say if someone came in and said, I'm thinking about doing this, right? Do you warn them about anything before they do this? Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, I would say that the best thing is research. Make sure that we do it right the first time and get exactly what you want, and that's what we're here for. We have a full part staff and service staff where we'll gladly sit down with you and go through the numbers and the pricing and stuff and make sure we get exactly what you want the first time.
Okay, here's kind of an odd question. If someone did an upgrade on a motorcycle and didn't like it, it's going too fast, could you go backwards? In other words, return it to stock?
No, I mean, I guess we could return a bike to stock if somebody wanted without affecting warranty. I don't think we've done that before, but we could. Most people are usually pretty happy with the horsepower, so.
Yeah, I can imagine. Hey, the parts that they put in, are they available in different trims, like if you wanted to match your bike?
They do offer them in different trims, configurations, and you can get them in different finishes and stuff to match what your bike currently would have.
Hey, Matthew, thanks so much. I think we know a little bit about this upgrade, and I'd like to check this out when it's finished, if you don't mind. Would that be all right?
Sure, sounds great.
Okay, hey, thanks for your time, Matthew.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. Hope you learned a little something, and I'm envious, Doc. Thanks for watching.